Gold Squad TV. We bad bitches. So we getting the NBA here. I just watched a video by Stunted Growth. And shouts to Stunted Growth. I like that he's honest. I want to make this clear. I like his honesty and I like what he does and what he speaks of. I don't always agree with his opinions. But I do mess with him, and I do think that he's a really good YouTuber. He's gonna give you substance. He's gonna give you grade A knowledge, being a guy that played and played, a guy that knows how to league, and he didn't got to make the league, but knows how it is to be a wanted prospect. And salute to Stunted Growth. This is not an attack on him personally. This is just a disagreement. He said in his recent video about a Stunted Growth video about Micth Richmond, saying that in his mind he doesn't believe Micth Richmond should be in the Hall of Fame, and the Hall of Fame should be specifically for players who were spectacular. Now, my argument to that is that Micth Richmond as an individual player is Hall of Fame worthy. The Hall of Fame is not, if you're going to base everything on individual talents and individual more team talents, then there are a lot of players in the Hall of Fame right now that don't need to be in the Hall of Fame. But I'm definitely putting Micth Richmond should be in the Hall of Fame with ease. Let me let you know what his achievements are. He did play at that Laker team, barely got a lot of time in that team towards the end of his career, and won the title in 2002. But exclude that season, right? 6-time NBA All-Star, NBA All-Star MVP, 3-time All-NBA second team, 2-time third team, Rookie of the Year in '89, All-Rookie team first year. His number 2 is retired by the Sacramento Kings. He averaged 21 points per game for his career and had a few seasons where he averaged 25 and 26 a game on those Sacramento Kings teams. Now he played for Golden State. Golden State made the stupid mistake of trading him for Billy Owens. And we all know how Billy Owens turned out. Played like 100 teams. He played for the Sacramento Kings, which didn't really have much around him. So they decided to trade him. Washington Wizards towards the end of his career, before Michael came back, and then obviously the Lakers. Now, here's my issue with Stunted Growth. Stunted Growth did say his Golden State years, he should get Hall of Fame pass in a sense, because he knew he was a huge part in those Golden State years, those first 3 years when they got to the playoffs. He played a very good part, got to the second round of the playoffs. Those Run TMC teams, which was Richmond, Tim Hardaway, and Chris Mullin. Goes to Sacramento, only gets to the playoffs once. Those Sacramento teams didn't really have anyone. Mind you, the hilarious part is that Billy Owens ended up playing with Mitch, who got traded there. He ended up playing with Mitch at some point. He gets traded for Chris Webber, Mr. Overrated, who I've never liked. Made this known plenty of times on my channel. I think Chris Webber is the most overrated basketball player of talent that I've ever seen in my life. And I don't care what anybody says. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Micth Richmond, all in all, to me, in watching him, I modeled a lot of my game when I was young. My game a lot, and obviously I wasn't a great player in the sense that where I was going to be on a team, but I watched a lot of Micth Richmond and a lot of Michael Jordan. I watched, obviously Jordan was my favorite player of all time, and I was the biggest Jordan fan. But I would never forget watching the NBA matchup. It used to be on ESPN at 3:30 in the morning, and I would be up, being a Nighthawk that I am, on Sundays. And if we weren't going to church on Sunday mornings, I was going to be home watching the NBA matchup. But I would watch it really early in the morning. They asked Michael Jordan a question. They asked him, who was the guy that defended you the toughest? And it was Micth Richmond. Mitch Richmond and Reggie Lewis. Now, obviously, Reggie is another one of my favorite players, but he's no longer with us. So, of all the guys Michael did get to face, Mitch Richmond gave him the hardest times. And Mitch being 6'5", legitimately about 200 pounds, kind of like got that stocky frame. I like Mitch. Mitch played exactly the way I would love to play. Like if I was playing now, watching some of his film, he just had the perfect offensive game. Defense was good too. So you can't penalize him. No, can't penalize him for playing on those bad Sacramento teams. I'm saying that he's putting up numbers on the Sacramento team. Numbers are numbers. It's the Professional Basketball Association. If you're putting up 26 points a game in any season, that's nothing to be scoffed at. Look at Bradley Beal. And Bradley Beal isn't even half the player Mitch Richmond was. Mitch Richmond will wipe the floor with Bradley Beal. But that said, to sit there and say that Mitch Richmond doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, I just think it's nonsense. I don't, like I said, I don't knock Stunted Growth. He has a right to have his opinion, but I'm just saying I don't agree with his premise. There's plenty of players in the NBA Hall of Fame that don't deserve to be in there. Tell me how Shawn Kemp doesn't have a Hall of Fame spot, but you got guys that played in the 60s and 70s that were like the 14th man on the team but have one big game, and all of a sudden now they're in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Just keep it real. Anyway, Little Squad TV, Mitch Richmond, man. Salute Mitch Richmond, man. Mitch Richmond was like one of my favorite players to watch. Love watching that cat play. Wherever you at, brother, I salute. It was an honor to watch you, and I do think you're very deserving of your Hall of Fame status. Gold Squad TV, subscribe, salute, leave your like button, and salute Stunted Growth. Nothing personal, just my opinion. Peace.